if you pick up a model and another variation, and you're in control of that process as a viewer, as a critic, as a client, it's like it's a different thing, isn't it?
Yep.
And that's why, for me, it's still the most powerful tool.
This is the second time you've collaborated with us on this
amazing project of yours. Yeah.
What is it that interests you about being involved with a project like this, focused on something that doesn't normally get put in the spotlight?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's. I mean, you just raised it in this in our earlier presentation and discussion about the power, or the influx and the kind of impact of automated digital processes, sort of reducing the power of the hand somehow. And I think this is what really beautiful about an exhibition based on models which are primarily made by hand, is these are significantly powerful tools still, even in the age of sort of digital evolution. So yeah, that's, for me, that's such a massive thing. And as I keep saying to my team, we get obsessed with kind of regurgitating, getting lost in loops of digital kind of iteration, which is sort of meaningless. Your continuous frame is like it's the same view of a building, just with a different SketchUp render over and over and over again. But actually, if you pick up a model and another variation, and you're in control of that process as a viewer, as a critic, as a client, it's like it's a different thing, isn't it?
Yep.
And that's why, for me, it's still the most powerful tool.
And you're not precious about these?
At all.
Yeah, because
not at all.
We have, I think we have 18 here maybe, but I was told the potential for many more.
We've got another project that I'm sort of thinking of, the vast array of these, and actually there's another conversation about efficiencies, economies, time and resource. In some ways this is embodied effort. So someone has made that, right? And then someone decided that wasn't the right one, so they made another version. And then someone else decided between those two which one you should do next, so then you build another one. That's all embodied effort, isn't it? So it's a moment in time of someone thinking and recording and making a thing. It's a massive thing.
And are these changes, how are they recorded within the practice, or do some of them almost get sort of slightly lost maybe because they're not recorded? You move on so quickly.
I think that's a big thing. It's a discipline. So always catalogue it. So we don't have I keep waking up every night sweating, thinking we must have an archive, but we don't. But the best thing we do have is that we photograph everything. And we photograph everything as a collective, as individuals. That's sort of a nothing model, isn't it? In reality, it's sort of bits of polystyrene, which is spray green, which you almost didn't need to make a model of, but next to another one, and next to another one, it starts to have a powerful potential. So therefore, you probably need to photograph it, and you photograph it orthographically, in AXO, in ISO, in perspective. So suddenly, a really, really basic, like half an hour model becomes hours of work, and then do the next one and do the next one, and then back to your point really, which is you raised earlier, is sort of being able to look back on all of that in about 10 years' time and just think about that decision-making process. And why that might have something to do with your current decision-making process is a powerful thing, I think.
Absolutely, yeah. See, I always sort of bounce back hearing these responses to how do students respond to these sort of problems. So when they're dealing with a project that for a student is 3 months long, let's say, even at the end of that, the project is a million miles from being buildable, but they have it often in their head, that's what they're trying to achieve. It has to be fully resolved and everything. So I think this will often be discarded because they're not seen as that valuable. But time and time again, I'm telling people, record this, you need to sort of tell this story.
It's such an important point you're making, and the fact, the idea that a final presentation might be something as, resolved as this, without anything else, it sort of almost misses the point. And actually, you don't even need to do this in order to be able to demonstrate a compelling idea. Sort of mistake. We talked a lot about mistakes and serendipity and the non-linear. They're all design. That's how design works. Otherwise, it would be easy, and we'd all be doing it, sort of thing. It's not. It's an absolute, complex skill.
Yeah, it's sort of turning the idea of a mistake on its head a little bit and say it's never a mistake.
It's never a mistake.
Yeah. Fantastic. Well, thanks for joining us again.
Pleasure.